Alright, today we're going to be comparing two different computer mice. One being the Razer Mamba, which sells for an exorbitant amount, and the other being something called the Hiraliy, which looks just like it on Amazon pretty much. Same shape, LED colors and all that. So let's take a closer look at these two and see if the Hiraliy, being that it's something like $20, if it's just as good as the Mamba. Any major differences? Let's take a look. Okay, here we are comparing. The left one is the Razer Mamba Tournament Edition. The right one is the Hiraliy Budget Mouse. There they are in the dark. Now the Hiraliy, it's a little bit narrower. The sides are plastic, a plastic texture as compared to rubber on the Mamba, and the height is just ever so slightly shorter than the Mamba. Alright, picking up the Razer Mamba, as I said, a little wider on the Mamba, a little taller. Ergonomically, the Mamba feels just slightly different. It just has a slightly bigger feel. On the sides we have rubber, which is nice. They both weigh about the same, surprisingly. I thought the Mamba would weigh more, but it doesn't. Here's a little closer up view of the Hiraliy. It's supposed to be an optical mouse, where the Mamba is supposed to be laser. I don't know what the big difference is for casual use. I can't tell a difference. Maybe for gaming you would notice a difference. But there's the Mamba. Bringing it up close to the camera, the back of it, that's what it looks like. The buttons, the wheels are about the same on both. They both work fine on either wood or on a mouse pad, whatever you want to use. Now I also got these two mouse pads, these Razer Goliathus mouse pads. One on the left is a Speed Terra. The one on the right is a Control Fisher. I prefer the one on the left, the Speed one. Just mainly comes down to feel. There's really not much difference at all. Not much difference. Can't even hardly tell. I just like the feel of the Speed one. Okay, here's the Razer mouse software. Playing around with it, showing you some different menus, going to the lighting and the drop-down box. Got some presets you can choose from, and then you can choose the brightness too. Now moving on to the Hiraliy software, the driver for that. Very similar in the layout, a bunch of menus to choose from to change macro settings, LED, DPI settings, how fast you want the mouse to move across the screen, stuff like that. But let's go on back to the LED settings, and there's the drop down box for that. You can choose, I think there's 4 different presets to choose from and different ways to alter them. Custom, you can customize it a little bit here and there. And now the Hiraliy, you got to download the driver. So you go here to this website here, and then you should come up to this page, and there'll be 2 different versions. Now I tried the newest version first and it didn't work. Here it is, August 13th, it didn't work. So then I tried the older version and it worked fine. Not sure why. So you just go and you download it. You gotta use WinRAR, that's what I use to unzip the file and then install it. Now I'm just going to show you some of the different presets on the Razer Mamba. Here's breathing, reactive. You touch the mouse button and it lights up. Make it light up whatever color you want. Spectrum, this is a slow spectrum cycle. The one I think it defaults to. You can speed it up if you want. Go through the colors a lot faster. I think it's slowly turning to green here. And of course the rainbow wave effect. It just goes really quickly through the colors. Now, turning to the Hiraliy, there's the standard, which is the same thing as static on the Mamba. Neon just sort of alternates through the colors. And color cycle sort of has a pulsating effect going on there. And then the ripple effect, which is basically the same as the Mamba's wave. Here's a top-down view of the Hiraliy. And another thing, if you go to the Amazon website, that's the picture. Mine came like that with a little lion head on the bottom as opposed to the word Hiraliy. So I don't know what you might get. But the Hiraliy cord is 5.5 foot long, where the Mamba is 6.5 foot. Both the cables are braided and look about equal quality to me. The Mamba is a little more flexible, while the Hiraliy is slightly stiffer, if that makes any difference to you. So in conclusion, I'm going to have to say I personally prefer the Razer Mamba mouse a little bit more. I think mainly because it's a little bigger slightly, and it feels a little bit better in my hands, and it has those rubber sides on it as opposed to the plastic sides on the Hiraliy. But the Hiraliy is definitely a nice mouse for what? Right now it's $16.99 on Amazon, so it's a lot cheaper, and I would say it's 90% as nice as the Mamba. And like I say, keep in mind, if you got small hands, I don't think you're gonna like the Mamba. So, and if you've got large hands, you could still like the Hiraliy. You could go either way. I mean, I've got fairly large hands, and I like them both. But I just prefer the Mamba just a teeny bit better. Not much, just a teeny bit.